All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. We have a USA made in the USA, Toor knives knife. Really good. This is a beast folder from Toor. This is the Draper. So we're going to get into this and we're going to have some fun now. Toor did send me this. They are my buds over there. I've got a bunch of their knives that have come in and out of this channel. So there's a ton of Toor videos on my channel, especially fixed blades. And folder wise, I mean, we've had a couple. We've had the XT1 Charlie, I believe. And then, of course, I still have a Merchant in my collection, which is, I think, one of their first in-house folders or their first in-house folder. I think this is the version 2 of it. I still love this thing. Really fantastic indeed. So we use that as a comparison in a minute, but we'll jump into this guy right now. This is the Draper in SOCOM Black and comes in this box with their warranty information, guaranteed for life. Comes with a cloth, a sticker, cutout box in here. Really, really cool. And made in El Cajon, California, which is a place near and dear to my heart. So, yeah, I was born there, for those of you that don't know. But anyway, very, very cool. And this is, I believe, Toor's first crossbar lock knife. Now, you guys know how I feel about crossbar locks. They're not always my favorite because the action can tend to be a little on the mushy side. And we'll get into that here in a minute. Now, we have all blacked out here except silver studs and, satin hardware, satin access bar, and the liners that protrude on the back with the jimping are also silver, but everything else is black. Now, it is in magnet cut steel with their gun coat coating. We'll talk more about that in a moment. This guy's already been stump stuck, and you can kind of see a little wear there. There's the Toor logo. Now, this is an interesting looking design. Now, if we just right off the bat compare to the Merchant is a very slim scaled knife in comparison with actually slimmer stock. This guy, I believe, is more targeted at the tactical folder market. If you're a tactical bro, this is probably your knife. Now, we have thick scales. Now, I made a mistake in my original shorts and everything. I thought this was aluminum. Very lightweight, but it is actually, if you look up close, you'll see some graining. This is actually G10 with nested full liners, okay? And again, you have the axis lock. Now, I don't think the spring is adjustable on this. I have not seen anything saying it is. And just something to note, lockup's good. We do have what appears to also be a G10 backspacer there with a lanyard slot and some gymtastic here for those of you that like that reverse grip, okay? So you've got the gymp right there for that. Now, as far as a grip, this is fantastic. So we have one spot for one finger and the rest come down here. We have a big chamfer, flat scales, but chamfers here and there, and a, great thumb ramp here with jimping. And you can land back here further or right there. I mean, it's got so much jimping that just is fine jimping here and a little less fine there, but it grabs a hold of you. You do feel this steel clip a little bit, and it does sit on the scales rather than down in. I would prefer it to be down in and not have round screws. But for me, with my pants, I carried this twice. No issues with it in and out of my pocket. There was enough room, and it is reversible by doing that. So, I kind of go back and forth. I'd rather have that, but I'm so glad they did a reversible version that I'm okay with it. It is what it is, but you do have quite a bit sticking out of the pocket here, but not too bad. Crossbar lock. So first of all, your studs have plenty of exposure room, both for a reverse flick, which I can't quite do on this one. We'll talk, and a thumb stud. Now, there's quite a bit of room here, so you're kind of just landing on that and flicking it open. Now, if I use my wrist, this is coming out every time. If I don't use my wrist, I've had a little bit of issues. Now, I'm not positive because it's not listed, but I'm 90% sure it's on washers because there's no tolerance room. I can't see any bearings. So I believe this to be on washers, 99% sure. But again, when you don't have it in the specs, it's always hard to be sure. And yes, somebody's going to say, well, you should just know, dude. Okay, gotcha. You do your channel and send me a link. Oh, wow. Did I just say that? Okay. But the spring is a little on the light side for me. And what I mean by that is, if I just sit here and do this, yeah, you see, I got it open now. When it first came in, it was really stiff. And I have broke these washers in like crazy. I have been using this a lot just to get it broke in and see what it feels like. Now, you see, it's still not going to be a super dropper. It's a controlled smooth drop because of the washers. And again, it is a little bit on the mushy side on the open, but that's just an axis lock thing. If you're axis lock guy, then you're going to love this knife, okay? You just are. We have a big swedge here, thick stock. As a matter of fact, let's just check that out real quick. Your stock is 0.16, okay? And your handle is 0.52. And again, very much meant to be a tactical folder, in my opinion. You stay nice and thick all the way out to the tip. And if I can hold this still, which I can't, you can definitely pierce with it. I can't because I can't hold it still. But very, very good. Hold on. There we go. I am the worst at this. There we go. Okay. Golly, the cardboard's all bendy. That's what's happening. It's fine. It cuts great. It's got a nice sharp edge. I've cut with it quite a bit. And I am pleased. That was just a after effect of me not holding the cardboard right. Like a dork. But really, really cool. Now, let's get into what you're probably already saying. We're going to get into specs and availability. Now, I'm going to send you a link down below from Blade HQ in 2 versions because this black one is not available on Toor's website. Now, you're going to say in just a second, it's overpriced. So we're going to talk about that. I don't mind having those conversations, and I've always said the same thing on price, but we'll get into it. Now, 8.25 inches overall with a 3.5 inch blade and a 3.45 inch cutting edge. 0.15 on the blade thickness. Again, it's in MagnaCut. 3.9 ounces, 4.75 inch handle length. I'm good with that. Weight actually made in the U.S. in Toor's factory. Now, what I'm pretty sure somebody out there is saying, and by the way, the other version available there is an OD, they call it OD Green G10. Okay, good. All right, is the price is too high, and I get it. It's G10, it's MagnaCut steel, but again, made in the U.S. It's really up to each person what you think about this. If you like a made in the U.S. knife, it's in that kind of bench-made territory. It is. I mean, somebody compared it to an Ergonomics, and there are G10 Ergonomics that are probably a little more expensive than this, actually. With washers, with, whatever steel. So what I'm saying is price is a personal thing. It's up to each one. If I liked, if this was a knife that appealed to me, I'm not much of a tactical person. I'm not much of a crossbar lock person. But if I loved crossbar locks and I'm a tactical bro, then this knife very much is in a range in the U.S. that I think you could justify. Again, please say your piece down below about price. You will anyway without me saying it. Let Toor know what you think of the price. But, again, to each their own. And if you don't think the price is right, then maybe you're not the guy they made the knife for. I don't know their thought process. But I always feel like I have to address that because people are going to say it in the comments. But again, extremely well made. By the way, centered on the blade all the way out to the end. No lock rock, no blade play. Let's see that again. It is off to the show side just a little bit. Probably tightening this would fix that. But not bad. I mean, it's just ever so slightly off. But you know, I've cut with it a bunch. I've stuck with it. I may have affected that. But check it out, the Toor Draper. They're coming out with a new version of this that I saw on their website. I think it was white, maybe G10, but I don't know for sure. Definitely check it out, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, and thank you for watching the Knives Fast channel.